What's going on? What's up? What's happening? Friends and family and friends, welcome, welcome to this week's edition of Grover Takeover. You know that I am MT Aunt Grover. You know I am the Grover. Before I get started, remember that I need for you to like, comment, I need for you to share, and if you are watching this on YouTube, remember to subscribe. Click that subscription so that you can be notified of all available content. Reach down and click the notification bell as well. I'll give you all of my other handles for my other social medias, but MT Aunt Grover on Facebook and MT Aunt Grover on YouTube. That is how you get to watch the full episodes of my show. Now, of course, I have a lot to cover, so let me jump right in here. I've got bad news. Oh, it is a sad, terrible day and a terrible time in the world. Because OnlyFans.com has announced that they will no longer allow pornographic content on their platform. They're going to make you people go back to work one way or the other. Either way, we all know that OnlyFans has been used for a lot of different things, but a lot of people have made a lot of money showing their bodies off and their skills, which is what this is all about. OnlyFans is inundated with accounts that you can go onto and see people do their homemade pornography, you know, all types of crazy stuff. The actual acts of sex, orals, vaginals, anals, feet, cleaning up naked, all types of stuff. Now be clear that you can still be nude. Nudity will still be allowed on OnlyFans.com as long as it is not sexually explicit nudity. I guess that means that as long as you're not actually in the act of anything sexual, you can be nude and show your pictures off, make you a little money. Now you imagine, because there are some people who have made thousands, hundreds of thousands, even in some cases millions off of OnlyFans in the last few years, doing this type of thing. Yeah, and now that income is completely gone. Now they can of course start their own websites. If they were smart, they'd already have them. In my opinion, if you were going to do something like that, something that shaky on such a shaky ground, that's not like a stable job, you should already have used it as a platform to start other things for yourself as a just in case. But of course, you know that people are not very smart. And so, yeah, there's going to be a lot of people who are just going to be without that income coming in, or they have to find other ways to make their content viewable, you know, so that their people their fans that they have on OnlyFans will continue to follow them. My thing is, if somebody is paying money to watch you do it to other people and you stop doing it to other people, I'm sure they're gonna stop watching and then go somewhere else to see somebody do it to other people. I'm gonna move on from that because I just wanted to share that because I just found it funny. Sha'Carri Richardson skirting. Sha'Carri. Now we all know who Sha'Carri Richardson is. I talked about her not too long back because she is the rising track star who blew her first chance at the Olympics by failing a drug test and having marijuana in her system. But of course now she can still run and compete, which she is still doing. You know, all she has to do is just not smoke any weed, and then they let her come right back. But they had a nice track meet this weekend. It seems to me like Sha'Carri might have dodged a bullet. I feel like she might have smoked the weed on purpose, just so she could be disqualified because she ain't ready. Sha'Carri Richardson in this race that they had this weekend, that was the big, I guess, the big attraction for this race, I guess I would say, would be, of course, Jamaica against the U.S. A lot of times that is because the Jamaican athletes, they can run. You know, they stay down there in all that wide open space down there in Jamaica, and they just run. That's what they do. They don't do anything but run. They probably run around the house. They probably run to the store. They run all the time, and I know they do this in Africa as well. So these athletes, they are used to running, and they come out there and they come to get it. So in the showings of this, Sha'Carri came in 9th place in this race. 9th, That means 8 people finished before her. 8. Almost all of the Jamaican team, I think the entire Jamaican runner, all of the Jamaican runners that were running against her, they all finished before her. That still leaves 6 other people that finished before her. I think somebody's grandmother came down out of the stands and finished before her. Either way, it's not even about the fact that she finished 9th. Everybody has a bad day, everybody, because be clear that especially in races, this is by seconds or tenths of seconds, that these people are losing. The girl that won, the Jamaican young lady that won, I'm sorry, I did not put her name here. So I don't know her name, but I do remember that she ran a 10.5. The young lady that was finished right after her ran a 10.7. So this is like 0.2 of a second that we're talking about. So, when you say someone didn't win, it's not like they weren't fast, they just weren't fast enough. And that's what happened to Sha'Carri. I do believe that she should have been spending more time practicing, because the problem more than anything else is that instead of getting up there at the end, after she lost, because she didn't just lose, she lost bad. But after she got up there and lost, she's there talking, and instead of just being humble about the situation and being like, hey, I had a bad day, back to the drawing board, I'm about to go and get this together, I'm gonna get this right and tight, I'm gonna get the speed up, and next time I'm coming for you, Jamaica. Oh, no, not Sha'Carri, not from the hood, Houston, Texas, not purple hair, orange hair, green hair, long fingernail. She gets up there, the haters that had this to say about me and all the this. Lady, excuse me, girl, because she's young, she's really young. You lost, and you lost really, 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 really bad. You came in 9th place. So your mindset was all screwed up for you to come out there with all of that. You, like I said, should have come out there with some humble statements. So of course, they jumped all over her on the internet, because that's what they do. They wait for somebody to do something so they control them damn near to death. And that's exactly what happened to Sha'Carri. Either way, just like I said when it was the whole weed situation, she brought it on herself. Once again, she has brought it on herself. I'm about to skirt and move along. I just wanted to make sure we all knew Sha'Carri Richards is not very smart, y'all. I want y'all to know it, because I can't figure out what's wrong with her. Hey, who knows? I don't even think that was for attention. I think she is just ghetto, and that was just her reaction. So, Boosie badass. Boosie. You know what? I sure do wish that Boosie still had a rap career, so he'd have something to do besides talk, because I'm so sick of listening to him, I don't know what to do. And the thing about it is this: everybody's entitled to their opinions. I sit up here and give my opinion about a lot of stuff, week after week after week. Problem: I am never egregious, nor am I ever disrespectful, and nor, I'm gonna say what I want to say. Boosie just is trying to get attention. If you are not aware, Boosie was on The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne the God, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee the other day, and they brought him on because he once again because he's constantly talking about Lil Nas X. He's constantly talking about Dwayne Wade and his daughter, who, Dwayne Wade's son came out as transgender and is now living as a young teenage lady. Not an attractive young teenage lady, but a young teenage lady. Either way, hey, they got a lot of money. They can fix that later once the child is older. But either way, all of this rambling and going on and these statements about homosexuality and trans and all this stuff, you do not know these people. You don't live in their world. You don't know how their mind works, so it is not for you to speak on. But either way, once again, Boosie had something to say about Lil Nas X. I get it. You hate Lil Nas X because Lil Nas X is a gay rapper, and he is an unapologetic gay rapper. He is also. having a better career than you ever had in the 20 years that you've been rapping, and you can't stand it and it's driving you crazy. I get it, but shut up, because what you're saying does not matter. You're not going to stop people from liking Lil Nas X. I am saying what I'm saying because these three people that I just named, be clear that Charlamagne, DJ Envy, and Angela Yee, you could absolutely tell that they were on the complete opposite thought process of this man. The reason why is because the stuff that he was saying was ignorant, it was uneducated, it was useless, it was senseless, it was mindless, anybody got any more lessons I can say? Because I don't understand why he keeps on talking and why he's basically, I take that back. I don't understand why he's obsessed with these things that have nothing to do with him. Now, be clear that this interview was 56 minutes. Now, I did not watch the entire thing. I couldn't. I do not. Anybody that knows me knows I hate ignorance. I hate ignorant statements. I don't like ignorant people. I don't like when people just get somewhere and just run their mouth just because they have one. Again, to make bad and egregious statements against someone else. That's what I'm saying. They tried to get him to see that his views and his thought process was very closed-minded. Charlamagne made a very good point because Boosie's sitting up there saying how Lil Nas X is sending a bad message and how he is poisoning the children's mind and he's giving all this negative content and all these negative statements. Charlamagne flat out said to him, Boosie, rappers have been negative forever, since the beginning of rap. It's okay, and what he meant by that, it's okay to talk about guns and to flash guns in your video. That's okay for the children. It's okay to talk about drugs, doing them and selling them, mostly selling when it comes to rappers, but no, doing as well. It's okay, that's okay for the children. It's okay to talk about killing people, how you're gonna kill them if they do this, when you're gonna kill them if they do this, when you killed them when they did this. That's okay for the children. All of this is okay for the children. This crazy butthole, this crazy man sat up there and even has said before in another interview with Charlamagne, he was on Charlamagne's podcast, he said that his own mother tried to point out to him, you have no room to talk because you smoke weed in front of your children. That's okay for the children? The man says out of his own mouth, and this shows you just how ignorant and stupid that he is, says out of his mouth that, oh yeah, my children have been smelling weed since the day they came home from the hospital, since the first day they were born. Because I smoke around them. You know, they smell it. They're doing more than smelling it, you dummy. They're inhaling it and it is affecting their brains. And since you are the gene pool that they fell from, they probably aren't very smart to begin with. Oh, damn. I just said that I don't say egregious things about people. Oh well, I said it now, so it's too late. Small children have no business listening, in my opinion, to any type of rap music. Lil Nas X song that made him popular, Old Town Road, was about sex and drugs and lean. And y'all had your children up there singing to it. It was... I could go on with this for probably 30 minutes, and I'm not going to do that to y'all. Let me just cut myself off right there. Let me do like a pastor in church who's just been talking way too long, and I'm just going to stop. I do hope that you have enjoyed this week's edition of Grover Takeover. I'm starting to get hot because that irritated me so bad. Remember that I need for you to like, for you to comment. Please share, as I always say, and tune in. Come back for the next edition. I'm going to be right back here for you. We'll talk about some more things. Please don't forget to comment and let me know things you'd like to talk about. Remember that I need for you to have a good day, for you to have a good night, and for you to have a good life. Tune in next time for the next edition of Grover Takeover. I love you. You know I love you. I don't even have anything to laugh about. I always end up laughing. Now I have nothing to laugh about. There it is.